Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of rare coins. And today, we are diving into the mystery, charm, and undeniable value of one of the United Kingdom's most iconic treasures, the 1947 One Shilling coin without a mint mark. This coin may seem like an ordinary piece of metal to the untrained eye, but behind its humble appearance lies a story of post-war resilience, royal legacy, and hidden value that continues to excite collectors across the globe. The year 1947 was a turning point in British coinage history. After the devastating effects of World War II, the British economy was rebuilding, and changes were happening fast, even in the coins that jingled in people's pockets. It was during this time that the UK transitioned from using silver in its coinage to adopting a more practical metal alloy. The 1947 shilling marks the beginning of this new era, and because of that, it holds an important historical position that makes it especially desirable to collectors. Unlike coins of earlier years, the 1947 One Shilling coin was made from cupronickel, a combination of copper and nickel, replacing the silver content that had previously been standard. This change wasn't just about economics. It was symbolic of a country recovering, adapting, and modernizing. When you hold this coin, you're holding a powerful representation of that transformation, a slice of British history frozen in time. The design of the 1947 shilling adds further beauty and appeal. On the obverse side, it features the bold portrait of King George VI, the beloved monarch who led Britain through World War II. His calm strength and unwavering leadership are forever commemorated on this coin, making it not just a currency, but a tribute to a significant period of leadership in British history. The reverse showcases the majestic crowned lion standing proudly atop a crown, a design that symbolizes British power, authority, and tradition. Now, here's what truly sets the 1947 no mint mark shilling apart. Unlike coins from the Royal Mint that sometimes featured distinguishing mint marks to signify different production locations, this specific variant does not carry any mint mark at all, making it more exclusive and significantly rarer than other variations. The absence of the mint mark tells a unique story. It was minted in Britain during a period when mint marks were not commonly used on domestic coins. That subtle detail adds serious intrigue and value for numismatists. What makes this coin even more exciting is its growing demand. Collectors around the world are on the lookout for well-preserved examples of the 1947 shilling, especially those in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Because it represents a pivotal moment in UK coinage, its desirability has only grown stronger with time, and that directly reflects in its market value. Today, this unassuming coin can fetch up to $380, or even more depending on its grade, rarity, and condition. Some special specimens, especially those with pristine surfaces and perfect detail, have sold for over $5,900 at exclusive numismatic auctions. That's right. A coin that once bought you a loaf of bread could now buy you an entire dinner at a 5-star restaurant and still leave change in your pocket. And don't forget, coin values often increase as years go by. With the numismatic world booming and vintage coins becoming rarer with every passing year, the value of the 1947 One Shilling is set to rise. It's not just a coin, it's a long-term investment that could multiply in worth if you hold on to it carefully or find the right buyer. So if you've got this coin hidden in an old drawer, tucked away in your grandfather's collection, or simply resting in a forgotten piggy bank, it might be time to bring it out and give it a closer look. You could be sitting on a miniature fortune without even knowing it. This coin also serves as a brilliant entry point into the exciting world of coin collecting. Whether you're just starting out or already deep into your numismatic journey, the 1947 UK One Shilling without a mint mark is an essential piece that adds both prestige and historical depth to any collection. Its story isn't just about value, it's about history, legacy, and the craftsmanship of a nation rebuilding itself. Every detail, from its metal composition to the royal portrait and symbolic reverse design, offers a fascinating glimpse into a time of change and strength. If you're lucky enough to find one in near-mint condition, consider yourself a guardian of history, because coins like this are no longer just currency. They are artifacts, each with a tale to tell and value that reaches far beyond their face. So don't underestimate the coin that others might overlook. The 1947 UK One Shilling with no mint mark is rare, it's valuable, and it's ready to shine in the spotlight it deserves. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed this dive into hidden treasures, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories that might just change your financial future. And who knows, the next rare coin could be hiding in your own pocket. Next up, the legendary 1948 1 shilling coin with no mint mark. Don't let its modest size fool you. This coin is a true relic of a changing empire, a token of history, and for some lucky collectors, it's becoming a powerful symbol of financial opportunity. The year 1948 was monumental in the story of Great Britain. The nation was still rising from the shadows of World War II. King George VI remained on the throne, leading a proud and determined country through a post-war recovery filled with economic changes, cultural shifts, and a redefining of national identity. In the middle of this historical transformation, the Royal Mint produced coins that would come to reflect this new era. And among them, the 1948 1 shilling holds a very special place. This specific coin, minted without a mint mark, carries a unique level of authenticity. It was produced on home soil, during a time when mint marks were unnecessary on coins made in the United Kingdom itself. That tiny detail might go unnoticed by the average person, but for collectors, it's everything. It marks this coin as pure British, untouched by foreign production, and wrapped in the heritage of post-war resilience. On the front of the coin, you'll find the strong, calm face of King George VI, the monarch who stood tall during the darkest days of the Second World War. His portrait on the coin is not just a royal symbol. It represents courage, stability, and the quiet strength of a leader who carried a nation on his shoulders. Holding this coin is like shaking hands with history itself. The reverse side of the 1948 shilling features the crowned English lion standing atop the crown, a timeless image of monarchy, dominance, and national pride. This design wasn't just art, it was messaging. It told the world that despite the hardships of war, Britain remained unbroken. Its traditions lived on in even the smallest forms, including its coins. Now, let's talk about the material. This coin was made from cupronickel, as silver had been permanently removed from UK coins after 1946. While this change was necessary for economic reasons, it didn't take away from the coin's beauty or significance. In fact, it made these coins the first generation of truly modern British coinage, affordable to mint, durable in structure, and symbolic of a new era. What about its current value? Right now, the 1948 1 shilling without a mint mark is growing in value year after year. On average, well-circulated examples can bring in $6,900 to $8,900. But when you move into the realm of high-grade, uncirculated examples, that's where the magic begins. These coins can easily fetch between $10,000 to $13,900, depending on quality, demand, and timing. In rare cases, particularly pristine examples have even been sold for $16,000 or more at specialty auctions. And the best part? The future value of this coin is showing promising signs. As vintage British coinage gains popularity in global markets, the demand for coins like the 1948 shilling continues to grow. Numismatists and collectors are on the hunt for rare and significant post-war coins, and this one checks all the boxes: rarity, historical relevance, aesthetic design, and collectability. Let's be clear, this is not just a coin. It is a historical snapshot, a cultural keepsake, and potentially a long-term asset. If you own one, or if you find one, take it seriously. Store it carefully. Get it graded if it's in great shape. Because this coin's journey is far from over. What makes the 1948 1 shilling even more exciting is its emotional value. It's a conversation starter, a storytelling piece, and a direct link to a generation that helped rebuild a nation. In a world dominated by digital transactions and credit cards, holding a piece of real, metal currency from 1948 is a powerful experience. People often ask, can it still go up in value? The answer is yes. As time passes, coins from this era become increasingly difficult to find in good condition. Circulation wears them down. Many are lost or forgotten. That natural decrease in supply, combined with rising interest from collectors, pushes the value upward. It's basic economics meeting historical fascination. Imagine 10 years from now, looking back at the moment you realized the potential of this coin. While others dismissed old coins as pocket change, you saw its true worth. And now, you have a rare asset in your possession. That's the power of knowledge, timing, and understanding the market. And let's not ignore the emotional satisfaction of owning a piece of British legacy. The 1948 1 shilling represents more than monetary value. It's a silent witness to history. It has passed through hands that lived through post-war Britain, families rebuilding their futures, and a country reclaiming its place in the world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a complete beginner, this is a coin that deserves a spot in your collection. It stands tall not just in terms of design, but in meaning. Every groove, every line, every letter on its surface tells a story, and those stories are becoming more valuable with each passing day. So if you find one in an old box, a forgotten purse, or a family heirloom collection, take a second look. Because that humble coin may just be worth hundreds of dollars, and even more in the near future. Collectors all over the world are already searching for this gem. Why not beat them to it? Your 1948 one shilling with no mint mark might just be the treasure you didn't know you had. Don't wait, explore your drawers, check your coin jars, and rediscover the magic of real money. Next up, the year 1957. A coin with no mint mark, a coin of legacy, and potentially a coin of great wealth. If you have one of these coins, you might be holding something far more valuable than you think. The year 1957 was a remarkable time in the United Kingdom's history. The country was evolving rapidly after the hardships of World War II. A new era of peace, prosperity, and reconstruction was beginning to shine, and the British people were adjusting to a changing world. Queen Elizabeth II had recently taken the throne just a few years earlier, and the nation was full of optimism. In the middle of this exciting time, the Royal Mint struck a series of coins that carried not only economic purpose, but also symbolic meaning. One such coin was the 1957 one shilling. Unlike coins that bear mint marks to indicate where they were produced, the 1957 UK one shilling without a mint mark was minted directly in Britain. This lack of a mint mark tells us it was produced domestically by the Royal Mint itself, and that gives it a distinct edge in historical authenticity. Every detail of this coin, from its design to its composition, reflects the pride and strength of post-war Britain entering a modern age. The obverse of the coin features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II in her youth. This was one of the early coins to showcase her image, and it captures a moment of transition, from the rule of King George VI to the fresh beginning under Her Majesty. It wasn't just a new face on the coin, it was a symbol of a new chapter for the nation. Owning this coin means holding a piece of that monumental shift in British history. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays the crowned lion standing atop the crown, a classic and powerful image that represents the enduring might and tradition of the British monarchy. This wasn't just decoration. It was reassurance, carved in metal, that even through change, the strength and legacy of Britain stood firm. That message, that symbol, is what makes this coin not only artistically appealing, but deeply meaningful to collectors and historians alike. Now, let's move to the value. Many people ask, is the 1957 one shilling really valuable? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Right now, this coin can sell for anywhere between $3,900 to $5,900 in circulated condition. But when found in near mint or uncirculated condition, this small piece of history can easily fetch between $9,000 to $11,900, or even more depending on rarity and collector interest. It may seem like a simple coin, but under the right circumstances, it can bring in serious money. Even more exciting is the demand for this coin. All across the globe, collectors from the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United States are actively searching for rare British pre-decimal coins. Online platforms, auction houses, and collector communities are filled with people wanting to buy the 1957 one shilling, especially those without a mint mark and in better-than-average condition. You might be surprised just how many eyes are hunting for exactly what you might already have. As time goes on, the availability of these coins decreases. Many have been lost, damaged, or melted down. The pool of high-quality 1957 one shillings is getting smaller, and that's what creates rarity. And with rarity comes higher value. This means that if you have a good specimen, or if you come across one at a local market or in your family collection, you should treat it like gold. One major factor that boosts this coin's value is the emotional connection it creates. Collectors aren't just buying metal. They're buying memory, monarchy, and moments in time. The 1957 one shilling is no longer just a monetary tool. It's a bridge between generations. That's why collectors are willing to pay hundreds of dollars to acquire the right example. And here's the real power. The future potential of this coin is strong. As interest in Queen Elizabeth II memorabilia continues to rise, especially after her passing, Any coin that features her early portrait becomes more sought after. Combine that with a coin that's already rare, has no mint mark, and is from a key transitional year, and you have a winning combination that could appreciate significantly in the coming years. Let's not forget the personal thrill of owning something valuable that others are desperately seeking. If you have a 1957 1 shilling tucked away somewhere, you could be sitting on a mini fortune. Whether it's in an old box, inside a forgotten coin purse, or passed down from a relative, that coin could be worth far more than you imagined. You might even want to consider getting it professionally graded. When a coin is certified and sealed by a professional grading service, it becomes far more attractive to serious collectors. A high grade not only boosts its credibility, but can increase its value by hundreds of dollars. Sometimes even more if it's one of the highest graded examples in existence. This isn't just about money. It's about history. It's about pride. And it's about being part of a community that values heritage and beauty in the form of something small but powerful. The 1957 1 shilling is a conversation starter, an heirloom, and an investment, all rolled into one. If you're looking for a coin to add to your collection or start a collection with, this one should be on your radar. It represents British strength, royal elegance, and financial opportunity, the perfect trifecta. It's one of those coins that may seem quiet at first, but quickly reveals itself to be a crown jewel among coins. We are living in a time when vintage currency is becoming a booming global trend. Smart collectors know that holding on to the right coins now can pay off in the future. The 1957 1 shilling no mint mark is exactly that kind of coin. Rare, valuable, and rising. So don't wait. Check your drawers, your coin jars, your family collections. You might just find this incredible coin hiding in plain sight. And if you do, remember, this is not just a coin. This is your opportunity. Next up, the iconic 1958 1 shilling coin without a mint mark. A coin that many overlook, but one that carries a powerful history, growing value, and incredible investment potential. The story of this coin begins in the heart of Britain during the late 1950s. This was a time of modernization, cultural rebirth, and national pride. Queen Elizabeth II had firmly stepped into her role as monarch, and the Royal Mint was entering one of its most iconic periods of post-war coin production. The 1958 1 shilling was part of this evolution, crafted not just as currency, but as a piece of national identity. When you hold this coin, you're holding the strength of a kingdom. Unlike earlier coins, this 1958 1 shilling contains no mint mark, and that matters more than you might think. The absence of a mint mark signifies that this coin was minted domestically in Britain, within the historic walls of the Royal Mint. No overseas minting. No external production. Just a true British coin struck at home for the people of the UK. That detail makes it a prized piece among purists who seek historical purity and authenticity. On the obverse side, we see the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, elegant, regal, and poised. This image isn't just about royalty. It's a symbol of a new era. A fresh chapter for the British Empire under a new monarch. Every line etched into that portrait speaks volumes. It represents a time of change, progress, and a nation looking toward the future while holding tightly to its traditions. The reverse of the coin features the proud English lion, standing atop the royal crown. This emblem, strong and majestic, stands for courage, honor, and enduring sovereignty. This is not just a decorative motif. It's a powerful symbol of what the coin, and the country, stood for. British pride. Unshakable spirit. Timeless strength. The coin is made of cupronickel. The standard composition after silver was removed from circulation coins post 1946. While it may not contain precious metal, its true value comes from its age, its condition, and most importantly, its story. This is why it's becoming increasingly valuable with each passing year. Not for its metal, but for its meaning. So let's get to what everyone wants to know. How much is it worth? The 1958 1 shilling coin, in average circulated condition, typically trades between $7,900 and $9,980, depending on demand and surface quality. But when you find this coin in higher grades, especially uncirculated or near mint condition, it can command prices ranging from $12,950 up to $15,980 in today's collector market. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, or those professionally graded, have even crossed the $17,800 mark. And here's the real kicker. The demand for these coins is growing fast. More and more collectors from around the world are specifically searching for mid-century UK coinage. Platforms like eBay, MA Shops, Vcoins, and major auction houses are filled with listings and active buyers. If you're wondering how many people want to buy this coin, just take a look at the recent online auctions. Bids are going up, interest is expanding, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Now the big question, where can you buy this coin? You can find it from reputable numismatic dealers, online marketplaces like eBay or Etsy, coin shows, antique fairs, or even estate sales. But be smart. Always check the coin's authenticity and condition before you buy. If possible, go for coins with clear detail and minimal wear. The better the condition, the higher the value. Where should you sell it? If you already own this coin and want to get the best price, consider selling through professional coin dealers, coin shops, certified numismatic auctions, or trusted online platforms. Websites like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or even eBay, with a solid seller rating, can offer wide exposure and strong final sale prices. Just remember, photos, grading, and proper listings matter if you want to attract serious buyers. Another key question we often hear is, should you keep it or sell it? And the truth is, holding on to this coin may be one of the smartest choices you can make. As the years go on, coins like the 1958 One Shilling are becoming rarer in great condition. If your coin is in a well-preserved state, its value will likely appreciate. So unless you need the money now, storing this coin in a safe, sealed condition might reward you with an even higher payout in the future. Speaking of sealing, yes, sealing your coin is a smart move. If you want to unlock its full potential, send it to a professional grading service like NGC or PCGS. Once slabbed and graded, it becomes significantly more valuable to collectors. The difference in price between a raw coin and a graded coin can be hundreds of dollars. That's how important condition and certification are in the numismatic world. This coin is more than just currency. It's a legacy item, a small, metal window into a time when Britain was re-establishing its global voice. A coin that passed through the hands of people who lived through real history. That kind of emotional and historical connection makes the 1958 One Shilling deeply desirable. And let's not forget, this is one of the earlier coins to feature Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch whose reign would go on to define modern British identity. With her recent passing, interest in memorabilia from the start of her reign has surged. That makes coins like this even more appealing to collectors and royal historians alike. If you're a beginner in coin collecting, this is a phenomenal place to start. It's not just a pretty piece of metal, it's a slice of history that's gaining value. And if you're already a seasoned collector, you know how hard it's becoming to find these in top-grade condition. Either way, the 1958 One Shilling belongs in your collection. So whether you're holding one right now, or on the hunt to add one to your collection, know this, the value is real. The potential is rising. And the story behind the coin is one that will only become more important with time. Next up, the 1963 UK One Shilling coin with no mint mark. This isn't just another coin from the past. It's a powerful symbol of British heritage, a collector's favourite, and for those lucky enough to own it, it could be a small treasure with a surprisingly large price tag. The 1963 One Shilling coin is a piece that many people may have overlooked in the past, but collectors today are giving it the attention it truly deserves. This coin was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and belongs to the pre-decimal era of the United Kingdom. That alone makes it a part of an increasingly rare and fading currency system. But it's not just about being old. It's about what it represents, how it was made, and why its value continues to climb. Minted in the heart of Britain with no mint mark, this coin is a symbol of domestic craftsmanship. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced solely by the Royal Mint in the UK and not outsourced to any foreign facility. This adds a level of purity and origin authenticity that many collectors prefer. A coin without a mint mark means it's homegrown. It carries the weight of tradition and national identity. On the obverse, we see the youthful and iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait is more than just royal symbolism. It's a historic stamp of the second decade of her reign, a time when the UK was moving forward with strength, confidence, and modernization. The 1963 shilling reflects this stability and continuity, making it not just a coin, but a cultural emblem. The reverse of the 1963 shilling features the proud crowned lion standing atop the English crown, a design known for its detailed artistry and regal tone. This imagery dates back centuries and continues to symbolize royal authority and national pride. For collectors, such enduring symbolism adds tremendous historical and emotional value, making it an essential piece for anyone building a serious British coin collection. Made from cupronickel, this coin marked a continuation of the post-silver era, where the UK had already transitioned away from using silver in circulation coins. While this may sound like a step down in metal content, it actually increased the accessibility and mintage, making these coins a more practical part of daily life. However, as time has passed, even these non-silver shillings have taken on a collector's value, especially in excellent condition. What truly gives this coin its edge in the numismatic world is how beautifully preserved many of them are, and how difficult it is to find a perfect one. While millions may have been minted, only a fraction survive today in uncirculated or proof-like states. And it's those pristine examples that can bring astonishing prices at auction. So how much is the 1963 1 shilling worth today? If it has circulated and shows signs of wear, you can still fetch between $5,890 and $8,980 for it, depending on its condition. But the real excitement lies with the coins in higher grades. A flawless, uncirculated 1963 1 shilling, without a mint mark, can easily sell for $12,980 to $14,800, and even more if professionally graded. Rare collector-grade examples have gone beyond $17,900, making it a highly desirable coin in today's market. Collectors from around the globe are on the hunt for British coins from this period. Why? Because these are the final years before decimalisation, the sweeping change in 1971 that completely transformed British currency. The 1963 shilling stands as one of the last true representations of the old system. It's a relic of a monetary tradition that no longer exists, and that gives it a deeper collector appeal. If you're wondering whether this coin is really worth holding on to, the answer is a strong yes. With each passing year, these coins become scarcer, especially in untouched condition. The market is already showing increased demand for coins from the early 1960s, and the value is steadily climbing. This is not a coin you want to trade away casually. This is a coin to treasure, preserve, and perhaps pass down. Should it be sealed or professionally graded? Absolutely. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition, having it graded and encapsulated by a reputable service like NGC or PCGS can dramatically increase its value and market appeal. Grading transforms your coin from an ordinary collectible to a certified asset. That's how top dollar is achieved. And where can you sell it if you choose to part with it? Trusted online marketplaces such as eBay, MA shops, and even social groups for numismatists are full of buyers looking specifically for 1,963 shillings in top condition. Auction houses like Heritage or Great Collections are also great places to list if your coin is in high-grade condition and you want to target serious collectors. Alternatively, you can use this coin as a foundation for building a larger, more valuable collection. Many successful collectors began with one interesting coin and built entire portfolios around it. The 1963 shilling is the kind of piece that can inspire a passion for the hobby and lead to even greater discoveries. This coin isn't just a monetary unit. It's a mirror of a time gone by, a tool that connects you directly with the history, politics, economy, and art of Britain in the early 1960s. It carries with it stories untold, hands it passed through, and pockets it touched during an era long gone. So if you're fortunate enough to find a 1963 UK 1 shilling in your collection, keep it. Guard it. Protect it. Because while its face value may have once been just 1 shilling, its true worth in today's world is measured in memories, rarity, and serious market demand. Thank you for watching and exploring the world of rare coins with us today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos uncovering the true value of everyday treasures. And remember, that one small coin in your drawer could be worth hundreds of dollars, if not more. Don't miss the opportunity. Explore. Collect. Invest.